Hello, my name is Jean Béliveau, and it is the 12th of May 2026. And I have this script for you. Yes. And it begins it's about the universal harmony. And yes, my friends, my brothers and sisters, from every belief, every philosophy, and every nation. Tonight, we open a new chapter. In my previous speech, I spoke about the birth of a movement. I spoke about a spiritual, philosophical, and universal vision. I spoke about Zeus as a symbol, not as a domination over human conscience, but as a representation of wisdom, inner strength, balance, and cosmic order. Tonight, I come to clarify our path because a movement without principles becomes chaos. A vision without structure becomes confusion, and words without ethics lose their soul. Our movement, our movement is not a call for division. It is not a call for hatred. It is not a call for fanatics. Um, it is a call for human unity. We recognize that humanity has walked through thousands of years of religion, philosophies, and traditions, and spiritual quests. Uh, some some pray in temples, others in churches, others in mosques, others meditate in silence, and some search for truth in philosophy, science, or personal reflection. We are not here to erase those differences. We are here to learn how to make them coexist. Our movement stands today on several fundamental principles. The first principle is freedom of conscience. Every human being must remain free to believe, to think, to doubt, or to search for truth according to their own path. No fate should be imposed. No philosophy should be forced. And no individual should be humiliated because of belief or non belief. The second principle is mutual respect. The modern world is filled with ideological religions, yeah, ideological, religious, and practical, no, political conflict. Okay, so entire peoples are divided. Families are torn apart, and communities live in distrust. We reject its permanent destruction. We reject this permanent destruction. We believe it is possible to debate without hatred, to believe differently without becoming enemies, to believe to no to live together without seeing each other's or seeking each other's destruction. The third principle is wisdom. Wisdom does not come only from ancient books. It does not come only from leaders or institutions. Wisdom is also born from experience, listening, doubt, discipline, and humility. A man who believes he knows everything becomes blind. But the one who continues learning remains alive in spirit. The fourth principle is responsibility. Every member of our movement must understand that they represent something greater than themselves. We reject violence, abuse, manipulation, harassment, and the exploitation of human beings. We will never build a community based on fear. We want to build a community based on dignity. The fifth principle is balance. Humanity is moving rapidly. Technology is transforming our world. Artificial intelligence is changing our societies. Networks influence human consciousness. But power without conscience becomes dangerous. We must learn to balance technology and ethics, freedom and responsibility, and power and wisdom. Our movement wants to participate in this global reflection. We want to protect humanity in a world becoming increasingly automated. We want to defend critical thinking, intellectual freedom, protection against technological abuse, and respect for human dignity. Today, we also want we also want no we also announce a vision for the future. We want to create assemblies of dialogue between religions, philosophies, and cultures. We want to organize conferences, meetings, peaceful debates, educational projects, and humanitarian work. We want to help people understand one another instead of fearing one another. We want to transmit we want to transmit to future generations the idea that it is possible to build wiser civilizations. Regarding Zeus, I want to be clear before everyone. When I speak of symbolically embodying the divine through Zeus, I speak of a philosophical and spiritual symbol. To me, Zeus represents order, justice, strength of spirit, and responsibility toward the world. But our movement does not face anyone to accept this symbol. Uh, yeah, the, what I meant was force anyone to accept this symbol. Yeah, but because our goal is not to replace existing beliefs. Uh, our goal is to open a space where multiple visions may coexist and speak without mutual destruction. We must leave behind um, the era of, of permanent hatred. We must move beyond the obsession of conflict. We must rediscover the ability to build together. Yes, because the world needs wisdom, stability, dialogue, and vision. And that vision begins tonight. It begins with those who reject extremism, with those who reject fear, with those who seek unity instead of division. So I do not ask for blind obedience. Um, I ask for reflection, for awareness, for for the will to build something better. Uh, let every person keep their freedom, let every person keep their dignity, and let every person participate in this work according to their own inner light. Universal harmony must not become an empire, it must become a bridge between cultures, religions, philosophies, and generations, and also the peoples of the world. And if we move forward with wisdom, discipline, and respect, then perhaps future generations will look back at this era, not as the beginning of another division, but as the beginning of a new human cooperation. And that is all for tonight. Thank you very much. Good night.